Ultimate Guide to the Temple of Heaven.
Hi everyone, I'm Tour Guide Chen. Today we've arrived at the World Cultural Heritage Temple of Heaven. To most people's surprise, Temple of Heaven is actually 3 times larger than the Forbidden City. So today let me show you the routes and the sites of visiting the Temple of Heaven. Now let's go.
My recommended route is to begin from the south gate of the Temple of Heaven, go all the way north to visit the circular Mount altar, also known as Altar for Heaven, and then you visit the Imperial Vault, and after that you visit the Hall of Prayer for the Good Harvest, which is similar to the route for an emperor when he visited here for sacrificial ceremonies. The emperor himself generally would not visit both altars at the same time since they were used for different usages and for different times of a year.
In the Forbidden City and other palaces of China, the central passageway is reserved for the emperor only. So that's why they are called the Imperial passageway. However, in Temple of Heaven, it is totally different. The central passageway is reserved for the deceased emperors only, and the emperor himself would walk in the eastern passageway, while officials and royal families would walk in the western passageway. So today, let's visit the Temple of Heaven like an emperor. Now, let's go. Now we've arrived at the circular Mount altar, and that's the place where the emperor himself would be doing the sacrificial ceremonies for worshipping the heaven. And in the center of the altar, there is a stone called the Sky Heart Stone.
The circular Mount altar is a perfect reflection of ancient craftsmen's understanding of the universe. In the design of the altar, odd numbers, especially number 9, are frequently used. The top terrace of the altar is 9 zhang in diameter, which equals to 3 times 3. The middle terrace is 15 in diameter, which equals to 3 times 5. The bottom terrace is 21 in diameter, which is 3 times 7. While the number add up to 45, which is 5 times 9. In China, we have a saying that is number 5 and 9 together represent supremacy. Surrounding the central Sky Heart Stone are 9 stone bricks in the first circle, 18 in the second, 27 in the third, 36 in the fourth, and the number goes on in this pattern. Each terrace has 9 circles, so the furthest circle has 243 stone bricks. Pop-up quiz time. How many stone bricks are there in total? To sum up, circular Mount altar is a great example to show how Chinese people are good at math since ancient times. So that's the visit to the circular Mount altar. But before you leave,
let's turn this way and see some facilities that we used during the preparations for the ceremony. This is the firewood stove. That's the place where they would cook the little kettles before the ceremony. They would use the smell of cooking the meat to wake up the God of heaven before the ceremony. While the blood and intestines of the cattle will be placed at this altar to the earth. Beside the firewood stove, there are 8 burning stoves here. The 8 burning stoves represent the first 8 emperors of the Qing dynasty, because during their rule, the territories of the Qing government were expanding. Over here, there is a very long wooden pole. On top of the wooden pole, there will be very large candles that is as long as 1.8 meters tall. They are used to light up the altar, light up this place, because usually the ceremony would take place at 4 o'clock in the morning.
There used to be 3 wooden poles here, each of which holds a candle on top of it. The current one existing was refurbished in 1994.
To the north of the circular Mount altar and also behind my back is the Imperial Vault. That's the place where they store the memorial tablets for the ancestors and also emperors. And also that's the place where they worship the god of the wind, rain, lightning, and thunder.
I could guarantee you that every Chinese knows about Huiyin Bi, also known as Echo Wall. But few of us know it is actually the wall that surrounds the Imperial Vault. Due to its smooth surface, even a very soft sound could be heard very clearly at the other side. Unfortunately, a small group of tourists carved their names on the wall, and Echo Wall lost its sound forever. Ancient sites also need our caring while we visited.
Now we've finished visiting the circular Mount altar. That's when the emperor himself would visit during the year end to worship the heaven. And in the year start, he would visit the Hall of Prayer for Good Harvest. That's a place where he would pray for the good harvest for the whole nation.
Along the red Stairway Bridge, you could see an arch under the bridge. It has a scary nickname called the Gate of Hell, because all the animals to be sacrificed in the ceremonies will walk through this arch. It's like a way of no return for those animals.
Now we're in front of the grandest building in the Temple of Heaven. That's called the Hall of the Prayer for the Good Harvest. It was the tallest building in Beijing back in ancient times. Sadly, in the Qing Dynasty in 1889, it was burned down by a huge fire, and it was rebuilt in the Qing Dynasty. It was first built in 1420, and since then it has been a very important place for the emperor, for the dynasty, to pray for the good harvest and heaven.
Just like circular mound altar, numbers in this building also have their unique meanings. The building is supported by 28 columns. The 4 large pillars in the center are representing 4 seasons of a year. The other 24 pillars are arranged in 2 circles surrounding the 4 central ones, representing the 24 significant dates in a year of a lunar calendar. The 12 inner pillars represent the 12 months of the year, and the 12 outer pillars represent the 12 2-hour periods of the day. The total number 28 represent 28 stars in the sky. Besides the area we just visited, Temple of Heaven still have plenty of historical sites and beautiful sceneries to offer to visitors, such as Longevity Pavilion, Palace of Abstinence, and 7-star stones, etc. An important reminder to all visitors, despite the Park of Temple of Heaven itself would be open on Mondays, most sites in it would be closed on those days, and those sites are also closed earlier than the park itself. So please take that into consideration while preparing for your visit. If you have any questions about traveling to Beijing, feel free to reach out. Welcome to Beijing, welcome to China.